The Duncan Hospital is a remarkable institution manned by very, very committed individuals, providing healthcare to those with no provision in one of the poorest areas of India and southern Nepal. It was initially started in 1930 when a Scottish doctor wanted to provide care to these people but was not allowed into Nepal and settled in Raxaul, which is on the border there. I guess the most obvious condition that they've always been willing to treat is leprosy, which still exists remarkably in that border town. And the associated village of Sundapur, which is a leper village, has always had a very strong relationship with the Duncan, to such an extent that the lepers themselves built a single road to the hospital to acknowledge the importance of its support. The Duncan Hospital is really just a hub now for community healthcare provision that extends over a massive area of northern Bihar and into southern Nepal. In fact, it caters for and provides healthcare for equivalent of twice Scotland's population that have no health provision whatsoever. The essence of it and the greatest need is really mother and child health. And the Duncan, for the last 90 years, has provided an incredible standard of care which is unmatched in the region. Upon our first visit, we found the facilities were old and outdated, and my wife Jackie and I decided to commit fully to support the rebuild by founding a charity. So we're here at the Duncan Hospital, and the Duncan Charitable Trust is just a vehicle really to ensure that 100% of funds raised go directly to this hospital on this campus to these people, and especially the medical staff here that are supporting these people. Prabhu, when Cecil Duncan came here in 1930, I believe he tried to treat the patients from Nepal but wasn't allowed access. Is it still the case that Nepalese patients come to the Duncan and Duncan looks after them?
Duncan is actually in one of the poorest districts in India. There's a lot of need, especially in the sphere of healthcare. So Duncan, we see about 1.35 lakh patients, that's about 0.1 million patients a year in the OPD. We treat about 12,000 patients in the admissions. We deliver about 3,000 babies and about 2,500 surgeries. So we take care of a lot of people in India as well as in Nepal. And the primary purpose of this hospital was to serve the people of Nepal. That was Dr. Cecil Duncan's initial desire, that he serve Nepal. But since he couldn't go there, he put up the hospital on the border.
What is the breadth of care that the Duncan now provides?
Our community program takes care of mental health, palliative care, upliftment of the girl child in terms of education, training, teaching. Then there are disability, anti-human trafficking, then taking care of prevention of child labor by involving the schools, by taking care of the health of the parents. So there are a lot of spheres in which the community team has been working in the community in and around Raxaul.
So Prabhu, I'm very interested in the work of the Duncan in the community, in particular how it's trying to help young females.
At the Champapur clinic, we have a training center where we train young girls to stitch and make clothes, a tailoring center, a beautician course. We try to ensure that girls get into school. We've spoken to the government trying to ban child marriage, trying to bring about a stoppage on payment of dowry. The government has done a lot of work. Our current chief minister, he's given cycles to girls so that they go to school. But there's this conflict between the culture and rules and regulation. And in many of these remote villages, culture prevails rather than the law. So we are trying. It will bring about, this changes will take place, but it might take some time for that to happen.
I'm standing here in the Duncan Hospital, and what you can see behind me is the construction of the new nursing college. We're going to have lecture rooms, we're going to have computer labs, we're going to have a lovely library that will allow our students to study, and most importantly a healthy environment, because the nurses are the lifeblood of the Duncan Hospital. They provide the day-to-day care and support that allows it to flourish.
Here, the person will come for the treatment in Duncan. We will treat them as our family people, not like for earning the money. I got support from Duncan Hospital because I had so many problem tension in my own life, but Duncan Hospital supported me as I am the family person in the Duncan.
The mother of this baby is in the next bed. Eclamptic mother. Eclamptic in the sense she had high blood pressure which was not detected anywhere. When she developed seizures at home, that's when they got the pregnant lady, and we did not have any time. We immediately took her to the theatre, and when the baby came out, it was absolutely no heart rate, nothing. So I had given CPR for almost 10 to 15 minutes for this baby. So after giving CPR and intubating, it's been 24 hours, he's actually moving and crying. Same thing happened in any other hospital where the facilities are not there, he wouldn't have made it.
An institution like this is underpinned not just by the care of the doctors and nurses, which is fantastic, looking after so many children and babies in particular, but it's the wider infrastructure. It involves engineers, physiotherapists, technicians, administrators. So anybody with a background or interest that would like to support the Duncan, please contact the Charitable Trust directly. We would really value your support.
देखेगा सारा जहां